welcome back to another episode of Mind and Growth Workout. And in this month of April, you know what we're talking about self esteem. So, today we're going to look at the benefits of healthy self esteem. So, in this episode, we're going to explore the numerous benefits. There are so many benefits of a healthy self esteem. So, in this episode, in this one, we're going to explore not all of them, we're going to explore some of them, okay? So, what is a healthy self-esteem? How do you know that you have a healthy self-esteem? For me, I think a healthy self-esteem is when you have like a balanced view of yourself. You know that there is nobody on earth that has only strengths. You have your strength, you have your weakness. Like, let's just say your right hand is your strength, then your left hand is your weakness. I'm just saying, okay? Okay. So there is nobody on earth that does not have strength and weaknesses. So I know that a healthy self-esteem is accepting that it's just a balanced view of a healthy self-esteem is accepting my strength and my weaknesses and having a realistic expectation for myself, not setting unrealistic expectations or setting those that are below. I think for me that's what a healthy self-esteem is. A positive view of myself. No, when I tell myself you're beautiful, you're smart, oh I like your dimple, if you can say. Okay. A positive view of yourself, accepting, just like I said, accepting both your strengths and your weaknesses, knowing that you don't have to beat yourself too hard for your weaknesses if you are working on them. Okay. Not just unlike unhealthy self-esteem that you focus on my weakness, my weakness. I am not tall. I am not smart. I am not whatsoever. Just name it. So for me, I think that a healthy self esteem is the one that is balanced. Accepting that I have this strength, also accepting that I have this weakness. Yet projecting myself in a positive way, carrying myself with elegance and dignity. Knowing my worth and all of that. So let's move over to the components of a healthy self-esteem. Okay, one of them is self-awareness. Um, if you have a healthy self-esteem, how you would know that's one of the components is self-awareness. Like you are so self-aware, you are aware of your strengths. You know that I think times five of how an average woman thinks. Or this or I am able to handle chaos with a calm mind, calm sight, and all of that. You know your strength, like yourself already, you know your strength. Then you know your weaknesses. Okay, I don't know how to manage my anger, or when people are talking to me, I don't have empathy, something like that. You know your values. You know the things you stand for. You are just aware of the things you cannot tolerate. Like there are things that I mean, that shouldn't be close to you, that shouldn't be found near you. That's one of the components of a healthy self esteem. You know your worth, you know your value, you know what you are worth. So when somebody's bringing something that is below that, you can't accept it because you are not lacking this. You know what you are, you know your worth, you know your value. Okay. Now let's look at the second component. What's the second component of a healthy self esteem? And that's the self acceptance. um Someone that has a healthy self-esteem will embrace your individuality, embrace yourself. Okay, this is who I am. This is I have this imperfection, but I cannot come and kill myself. As Nigerians, I say I cannot come my how can I come and kill myself by myself? But it's not possible. You embrace your imperfections, embrace your strength. Like I said, you accept yourself for who you are. You embrace your uniqueness. You know that everyone in this world, we all have our unique value. We all have something that sets us apart from this person or the next person. So when you accept yourself, you know your unique value. This is what I can do. Or this is just me. This is what sets me apart from this person. I know there are many women, I know there are many wives, there are many mothers, but this is what sets me apart. This is what sets me apart from you. This is what sets me apart from maybe Cynthia or Sophia or Amanda or any other person. This is what sets me apart from this person. There are so many persons that have podcasts. This is what sets me apart from them. I enjoy podcasts a lot. I enjoy podcasts a lot. There are several podcasters I listen to. I watch their videos and all of that. So what sets me apart from them is my unique self, and I have to accept it. That's one of the components of a healthy self-esteem. So when I accept my unique self, I know that okay, blessing, you don't speak like her, you don't act like her, you don't look like her, you don't do this, but this is you, and you have to present you, not presenting a fake, not presenting who you want to be. I think I watched a message when Joyce Meyer was saying something. She said, when you don't accept who you are, I'm trying to paraphrase. I can't remember exactly what she said, but I think the summary of everything is when you don't accept yourself who you are, like you want to be like the other person, you're modeling yourself to be like this other person. Like you're telling God that He did not create you well, something like that. So when you have a healthy self-esteem, you accept your unique self. You know that God made me this way for a purpose. God made me this way for a reason. I am this way for this. I am this way for a reason. I am not just existing. No, 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 no. Okay. So the next component of a healthy self-esteem is self-confidence. Self-confidence. You trust your ability to make wise decisions. You trust your judgments. You trust your decisions. And you trust yourself. Okay. So when you're confident, the way you carry yourself because I just made this great decision and I have to carry myself. When you have a healthy self-esteem, you're not just looking for excessive validation and all of that, all of that. Okay. You trust in your judgment. You know that when I say this is really this. Not am I really sure? Am I really sure? Reading in self-doubts and all of that. Okay. So the last component of a healthy self-esteem that I'm going to talk about is not self is realistic expectations. If you pay close attention to everything I say, you know that when I just started, I said I feel like a healthy self-esteem is when you have a realistic expectation of yourself. You're not mounting too much pressure on yourself to meet a target that ordinarily you shouldn't have met. Okay, so that's the last component I'm going to talk about. Realistic expectation. You are setting the bar where you know that okay, I have to move to this level, and then I get to this place. You are setting those things that I mean, I guess the fact that you challenge yourself that oh God, I challenge myself. I challenge myself. But then set a realistic challenge. Don't set something that you cannot do. Can't just say, okay, I'm going to challenge myself. In 30 days, I'm going to walk from Nigeria. I mean, walk. No, let me not say walk. I'm going to trek. In 30 days, I'm going to trek from Nigeria to America, or I'm going to trek from Nigeria to Kenya, or I'm going to trek from Nigeria to Korea. How is it possible? How is it possible? It's not possible. It's unrealistic. So if you are setting unrealistic expectations for yourself, I'll start to wonder if you have a healthy self-esteem. Okay. So now that we've talked about the components, let's quickly look at the benefits of a healthy self-esteem. If it's beneficial, that's when we start imbibing this altitude, this culture, this lifestyle. A healthy self-esteem is a lifestyle, okay? So let's know the benefits. Okay, number one is improved mental health. When you don't have to be pleasing people all the time because you have a low self-esteem. Your mental health rather will increase. You'll not be suffering from anxiety or how am I pleasing this person well? You'll not be so stressed trying to meet up an expectation. That's one of the benefits of a healthy self-esteem. Improved improved mental health. Another benefit is increased confidence. When you have a healthy self-esteem, I mean when you walk into the room and when people are giving their comments about something, you know, you're even if you don't have anything to say, I'm just saying, even if you don't have anything to say, you even be like when people are making comments and then you have something to say, when you have a healthy self-esteem, you boldly stand up and talk and you say, you know what, I make this contribution, or I want to say this, or I want to say that. Okay. And then you also trust your decision making abilities. When you have a healthy self esteem, I feel, no, I know you make better decisions because you're not making decisions because you lack love or because you don't know your worth or because you're setting unnecessary expectations or mounting unnecessary pressure on yourself. I know that you make better decisions when you have I know that you make a better decision. I know you make better decisions when you have a healthy self-esteem. Another benefit of the healthy self-esteem is better relationships. When you know your worth, you know your value, you carry yourself with confidence, you are aware of your strengths, your weaknesses, your uniqueness, your relationship with people will improve. I mean, you'll be looking for ways to spice up the relationship. But when you have a low self-esteem, you will just be concerned with how this person see me. How do you see me all the time? How do you see me? Am I meeting up to your expectation, not mine? Okay, so a healthy self-esteem, it helps your relationship. It helps your relationships to thrive. Okay, it helps your relationship to thrive. If I'm your friend and I know that your self-esteem is very high, like I'll anywhere I go, I will recommend you. Even if okay, let's say you're an expert in public speaking, and I know that if you're a public speaker, you should have a high self-esteem. Let me use another thing. Let's say you are uh try to think of an industry I should use. Um think most of the industries I think most of the industries that are coming to mind, they are the ones that you should have the healthy self-esteem if not can't survive. Okay, let's just say that you are in one industry. I can't think of anything. You're in one industry and I know that you're good at this, like, but because you have a low self-esteem, you have an unhealthy self-esteem, like you cannot even stand up and talk, you cannot stand up and defend yourself, you don't know your worth, so people can treat you like a rag. I can't be friends with you. That's if you are not making effort, conscious effort to step out of that lifestyle. That's if I'm giving you tips, strategies, if I'm trying to help you and you don't even want to be helped, I can't be friends with you. I'm being honest with you. I can't be friends with you. I can't even boldly tell somebody this is my friend. Because okay, oh, you are blessing's friend, and blessing is outspoken, blessing is this, blessing is that. So people will be expecting you to be, to have a healthy self-esteem, even if you are an introvert. I am. Hello. Even if you're an introvert, you know that there are some times that your comments are needed or something like that. And when you're not able to defend yourself, I can't be friends with you. Then another way I think it helps in relationship is I don't really want to talk about marriage because I'm not married. But I feel like when a wife, when you have a healthy self-esteem, or when in fact let me not just talk about it, when a spouse, whether the wife or the husband, when you have a healthy self-esteem, it will grow your relationship because you'll be looking for ways to make your relationship or your marriage sweeter instead of just thinking of what this person told you, that maybe the person told you that don't know how to eat, like you chew loudly when you're eating, and then you are internalizing it, chewing on the word, meditating on the word, sleeping on the word, everything. You can't even grow. And once that's unhealthy self-esteem steps in, you start seeing this person that is your partner, you start seeing the person as an enemy or something like that. Okay? So you need to have a healthy self-esteem if you want your relationships with people to thrive, even in your business relationship. Because there are some persons that will try to intimidate you, even if they know that you are very sure of what you're saying. There are some persons that will try to intimidate you. And when you don't have a healthy self esteem, you will fall. I mean, you fall to their plans and their tricks. Okay, so all of us, including myself, because I know that there was a time I wasn't able to defend myself in something. I can't really remember, but I know there was a time I wasn't able to defend myself. What happened? I was intimidated. So a healthy self-esteem will help your relationships to thrive. Even your relationship with your neighbors, your neighbors, they cannot treat you anyhow. I mean, even strangers self, they know they cannot treat you anyhow because of the way you carry yourself. Because and one beautiful thing about having a healthy self-esteem is that once you realize your worth, you express it. It's very expressive. People will know. This is why you don't need to hide it. It's so glaring. Like people will know. And once this person knows that, oh, this girl, no, leave her, her self-esteem level is very high. She has a healthy one. She knows herself. She understands that, oh, okay, this is her weakness and she's working on that. So when you're trying to make a fun of that weakness, I know that I'm not focused on my weakness. That energy, I'm channeling it to my strength. I know when you channel much energy to your strength, that your weakness will start dimming. Because I mean, you're not giving me so much time again. So you're giving another person attention. So I have to walk away. Your neighbors will not treat you anyhow. People will not treat you anyhow because they know, I know I'm carrying myself. Unless there are people that I don't know what to call them. I don't know what to call them. Okay, so let's just leave them. Let's talk about another benefit of having a healthy self esteem. You will have greater kindness towards yourself and others. Compassion, just name it. When your self esteem level is high, you will know that when you fail, you will not beat yourself up too hard. You know that, okay, I know that I failed, and I know I'll still recover, and all of that and all of that. You will be kind to yourself instead of just beating yourself every time. You have failed. Person, you're a failure. You cannot do. Why can't you do some simple tasks? You cannot do such simple tasks. Oh, please calm down. When you have a healthy self-esteem, even if you have failed, even if you want to criticize yourself, you say, "Oh, I could have," the way you talk to yourself will be different from self-criticism. Like you're hitting yourself too hard. You this gay, you're stupid, though. You're not smart. You're not this. You can't. No. So when you have a healthy self-esteem, you be kind to yourself and you be kind to others. Before you start shouting at people or looking for who to blame or just pinning any blame on anybody, you try to be kind to them. Okay, let me understand this person. You get so another importance, another benefit is personal growth. When you have a healthy self-esteem, you will grow because you see failures, you see obstacles as opportunities and room for growth. Well, if you have an unhealthy one, once it happens, that year, you're not moving. You're not moving. You're so stuck. But once you have a healthy one, I mean, your self-esteem level is high. Even if you fall, you know that I am growing. Even if things don't go as you have planned, you know that I am growing. I'm evolving. That's because you have a healthy self-esteem. So the last benefit I'm going to talk about is increased productivity and motivation. When you have a healthy self-esteem, and you set realistic expectation for yourself, you'll be productive. Now let me explain. I have a healthy self-esteem. I'm just giving an instance. I have a healthy self-esteem and I set realistic expectations for myself. Maybe I said, okay, before the end of this year, I'll start a podcast, or I'll go to this place, or I'll do this, or I'll eat this, something like that. Just set my realistic goals, you know. I'll work towards achieving those goals because they're very much realistic. And I'll be productive because my self-esteem level is high. So today, this is a reminder that you should boost it. Okay? So we know our culture in this house, in this family. Before I leave, I have some tasks for us to perform. I just have two tasks, okay? Number one task is I want you to write down on your strengths. Just get maybe t-shirts of people or something. Just write down your strengths. And then the other side, write down your weaknesses, okay? And then the second task, ask yourself if you accept both. Accepting your weaknesses does not mean you will not work on it, okay? So these are the two tasks I have for us today. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Invite people to come to this podcast. Till I come your way next Saturday for the end of this session. I still remain your host, Blessing Muchko. Bye.